Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, my name is Sonia, your fangirl and a half shell, and welcome back to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. If you like what I do on this channel, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the hype button. There's a hype button now that helps me get more viewers, more people see my stuff. So, what are we talking about today? Something big. Not like actually big, but like relative to the size of the... We're talking about Godzilla versus TMNT, or Godzilla cross TMNT, rather. So, what we got here is the first of a few exclusive to Target Godzilla cross TMNT mashup figures. This is Leonardo as Godzilla, King of the Mutants. Look at him up in there. The back of the box does show like the full roster here. So we've got Leo as Godzilla, Raph as Rodan, Mikey as King Ghidorah, and Donnie as Jet Jaguar. Only the first three figures that I mentioned are actually available right now. Donnie is presumably coming in a second yet unreleased wave. But we've got Leo to look at right now, so let's go ahead and get him open here. I think I said these are exclusive to Target. And they've been pretty easy to find right now so far. Really awesome price point, actually. These things actually run $15.99 normally. Which is great, because you would expect something like this to be $20 at the very least anymore. But yeah, like, look at the packaging. It's a very cool collector-friendly box. And this size, like, this definitely could have probably been 20. But, you know, Playmates cut us a deal. This is Playmates, right? It is Playmates. And no, $15.99 is a really good price for this thing. So let's get him out here and look at what we've got going on here. Definitely a lot of ties and plastic. There he is in his plastic prison. Look at him. Look how cool this thing is. I love mashups. This feels like the old Universal Monster cross TMNT figures that we actually looked at a long time ago on this channel. Oh, that's really chunky. This sort of really chunky. So yeah, definitely check out my playlist if you want to kind of look back on some of the stuff that we've done, see how the channel's evolved, or just kind of catch up on stuff that you've missed. So, wow, this is genuinely like NECA levels of little twisty ties. That is so much. We've got one for each arm, one for each leg. It is a lot going on. We have wrist and shoulder, it looks like. That is so much. It's so much. Or maybe that's the stomach. But yeah, like, they announced this, I believe, at SDCC this year, along with the Godzilla versus TMNT comic book line, which is why I think I got a little confused with the wording here. As far as I know, the comic is going to be much more straightforward, of like the turtles having to fight against Godzilla and not turning into, you know, Godzilla-style characters, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong there. Okay, there he is. So Leo does come in two parts. He's got the shell. You have to kind of plug the shell in. I think that's just for... There we go. That's just for the packaging, rather. The tail is articulated, which is kind of nice. It doesn't really go up and down, so you don't really have to kind of bend his legs forward to get him to stand. But he's got ankle. He's got knee. He's got good articulation on this thing, especially for being a more budget figure. He's definitely got... Ooh, it's a little tight. The ball joint is a little tight on the head. Does he? He does not have an articulated jaw. I would have liked an articulated jaw so you could, like, you know, kind of do the big roar. But yeah, he moves really well. Maybe a little loose, honestly, in some places. These legs are a little loosey-goosey. But let's just kind of get him up for you to see here. I hope this works good. We are trying to use a dice tray here to kind of really help you see without the glare. And look at him. Look how cool this looks. This thing looks awesome. It really does. I had seen some preview shots. It did not look this cool. We also have these swords, which are really cool. So he's got the swords with, like, the standard, you know, color-coded handles. But they've got flames. They have the flame effect for, like, the atomic breath. I think that's super awesome, super cool. Let's see how well these fit into the hands. Very nicely, actually. Whoop, come back. Fit in real nice. It's, wow, yeah. It's a little loose in this one, but yeah, he's got Yeah, definitely not the articulation of a big... It's a little wobbly on this. You can already see it's kind of a little wobbly here. It fits much better in the left hand. Right hand's a little wobbly. But yeah, you really only get like the one single joint here. And the shoulder, but you can like really... This thing is not bad for being a more budget figure. It's certainly not bad at all. He stands up great. You can get a bunch of like cool poses in here. And yeah, let's get him up close and personal with the swords. Like, look at that thing. This thing is so awesome. And because he's at Target right now, actually, if you've got their app, they're actually doing a thing, like a deal right now through like November 15th, I think. I already burnt it on this figure. You can get any toy or kid's book for like 25% off. So this is actually like 12 bucks with the discount. And unlike my other videos, this is actually going to go up a few days after I've actually purchased this. So I don't tell you that something's on clearance or something's on sale when it really isn't. But God, this thing is just so cool. It is so awesome. The tail looks great. I do wish the tail was a little more articulated. And yeah, this wrist is a little loose. You already can kind of see that it's really loosey-goosey here. They both kind of are, but they're not terribly bad. Yeah, I wish the tail had some more articulation, or even like maybe a wire in here. But I do like how it's posed. I do like how it's really got that Godzilla. You really get the silhouette. You really get the Godzilla silhouette off of this thing. And I just think it's so cool. Like, this thing is awesome. It's so cool. I don't really have much more to say about this thing. This thing's just awesome. It's really sturdy. Stands up super well. The tail absolutely helps. Yeah, the tail being articulated on the side here doesn't really do a whole lot for me. In fact, it kind of makes things worse, honestly. If you want to try to, like, go to the side, back is definitely better to kind of act as a tripod for this guy. But yeah, the paint detail is pretty good. There's not a whole lot of... I think a little bit of paint splotching on, like, the stomach there, but, like, the teeth especially look super good. Like, yeah, like, the ball-jointed head, we've come so far in action figures, and I just think it's super cool. And this is a really great first figure. He's actually been the hardest one to find, actually. I've been to a number of different Targets, and most of them have the Raphael, who is very questionable looking. And I was able to get the Mikey, which we're going to be looking at in a couple weeks. But yeah, like, the Leo has been the hardest one to get a hold of. But I got him. He looks awesome. And I'm definitely looking to pick up the Donatello Jet Jaguar whenever that releases, and to see what else comes down the pike. You know? This is a simple one, kind of very back to basics. It's very simple. There's not really a whole lot to say. Wow, he can get really, look at that. He can get crazy stance. He will not stand up like this. Oh, he kind of does. I don't know if you want to get like a sumo stance, but you can give him like a little sumo stance for whatever reason. So yeah, it really is a really good range of motion on these. Limited, but still good, especially for 15, 16 bucks. You could do a lot worse than this figure. And like I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but these things in the light, it shines through this translucent plastic on these, and it just looks so beautiful, so cool. I really love the addition of the fire on the weapons to really give it that like Godzilla energy attack blast there. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about Leo here. And I will see you guys next time when we will look at Michelangelo King Ghidorah, which I think looks even better than Leonardo. And I will see you guys next time on the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. Bye!